These are the homes that always resell the best in Clark County, Washington. Hey, welcome back to the Living in Vancouver and Camas, Washington channel. I'm your host, Hannah Dubyne, and I'm excited you're here today because we're talking about homes that resell well in Clark County, Vancouver, Camas, Ridgefield, Washington area. If you're a homeowner in Clark County, I think this is important information to note so that when you do go to sell, you know what gets the most money. And of course, if you're a buyer, you're going to want to try and buy a home that fits these criteria so that you can sell it in the future. By the way, if you're new to the channel, thanks for being here. Sign up for Weekend Happenings with Hannah, our email that we send out once a week down below. We'll have it in the description. We handwrite it for you guys every week. It's about the best local events happening in Clark County, and we promise we won't spam you. If you don't know, I am a licensed realtor in Clark County, Washington, and this is literally what we do all day, every day. We serve 60 to 80-ish client groups a year right now, and so we see a lot of homes, we talk to a lot of people, we have a lot of insight on the market, and I have noticed 5 amazing things that resale really well. So let's just jump right into it. The first is, this is number one, the best one. If you own a 90s home or around that area on a big lot, but the home is fully remodeled and it's in really good shape, you will sell so well on the market, especially if it is a close-in location. What's out on the outskirts of town right now, we have some new construction, which people love new construction, but oftentimes they don't want to live that far away from everything. They don't want to be 15 minutes from the stores. They want to be right next to them. They want to be 2 or 3 minutes away. They want to be around the mature landscaping and, you know, the street trees are all grown out. And so what we see here is homes in Fisher's Landing, in Camas, and in Cascade Park that have those nice big picturesque lots that are well maintained and they're remodeled inside. They've got a newer kitchen and newer bathrooms. Those are the biggest ones. And then of course, paint and floors. You are going to be absolutely golden. There's going to be tons of people interested in your home if you price it right. The second type of home that resells really well in Clark County is a turnkey move-in ready home. This one is kind of like half of number one, right? If the home is updated inside or has a lot of upgrades to it and is ready for someone to just move in, buyers really like that. We get a lot of buyer clients who tell us that they're okay doing renovations to the home, they're okay with a fix, they're okay with doing paint and carpets. But then when we actually take them out and we get to know them a little bit better, we quickly find out that they don't actually want to do that and they really want a turnkey home, and that's fine, right? Who wants to do more work and you can do less? But those homes tend to sell for more and for much quicker. Buyers prefer right now light and bright neutral colors, lots of whites, tans are good. They don't really prefer dark colors. And so if you're, getting new carpet and new paint in the home, that's what we do for a lot of our listings is we connect our clients with general contractors who can do that renovation project before listing, and then the listing sells really quickly. The third type of home that sells really well in Clark County, Washington is privacy and mature landscaping. If you have a home that has a beautiful yard, people really love that. And this is something that's hard to even put a dollar value on because it just takes time, right? I can come in and I can renovate a kitchen over the next 6 months or whatever. But I can't come in and make mature trees just appear within the next 6 months. I have to give it time for them to grow. And so it has like a very special value around it. People also really love privacy in a backyard because if folks are gonna hang out outside, they don't wanna feel like they're having to stare into their neighbor's area or their neighbor's staring into their yard. This has to do more with lot placement than anything, I would say. How are the windows placed in the homes next door? But of course, landscaping helps. When the trees get bigger, the neighbors and you don't see each other as much. So this is one that hits home for buyers over and over again. If you're buying a new home, or maybe it's just new to you, plant new trees and plantings immediately because that's going to give it the most amount of time to grow. If you put it off for 2, 3, 4, 5 years, you will have missed out on some time where you could have really grown the landscaping up. The fourth type of home we see do really well for resale in Clark County is homes that are close to trails and have really great walkability. More and more we're seeing folks want to connect with nature, which makes sense because it's great, right? The birds are outside and there's fresh air and it just clears your head. Most of our neighborhoods these days have sidewalks, so we really don't see any neighborhoods. I mean, if they're built before the 80s, they might not have sidewalks, but anything after the 80s is going to have sidewalks, usually on both sides. Neighborhoods that have parks in the middle, such as Fisher's Landing, do really well. Fisher's Landing has little breezeways everywhere, so that's another reason people like it. Whipple Creek area, Salmon Creek area do really well for resale if they're close to parks and trails. The actual Whipple Creek neighborhood does very well for resale because of this. Camas does very well for resale because of this, because Camas has trails and nature through their neighborhoods all throughout Prune Hill. Ramble Creek by Holt Homes, which we talk about a lot on the channel, has sold really well because they built it around a beautiful park that kept preserved oak trees, has a kids playground, has breezeways throughout, and has beautiful mature evergreen trees around the edge. And that's what people are craving. The fifth and final type of home in Clark County that resells really well is a home that has great curb appeal. This is a really easy one to fix when you're going to sell your home. So if you don't have good curb appeal right now, you can definitely spruce it up for a relatively affordable amount. The things that are going to go the furthest are going to be a brand new door, brand new paint on your door if you have a painted door, not a stained door. Sometimes a garage door, that rolls up and you park your cars inside, can go a long ways if you have an old 80s garage, an old wood garage. And then fresh mulch in the front yard if you have a planter area, and freshening up the landscape. Those make a really good first impression on buyers when they come to see the home. Also adding a wreath and a couple potted plants to the front, it goes a really, really long ways. That's all I got for you guys. We're going to keep the video short and sweet today. Let us know down below in the comments what you think about these resale tips. This is honestly what we've seen the last couple years that buyers are gravitating towards. And so hopefully it helps you when you go to sell here in Clark County, Washington. If you need help professionally selling or buying a home in Clark County, Camas, Vancouver, Ridgefield, Washington, myself and my team at Dubyne Realty Group, we'd love to serve you. Text us or email us. Our contact information is down below, and we can't wait to see you again soon. Bye.